Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, finance, you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, that shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. I am Lunar Beaches Crypto, and I am coming to you live right here on the Piper Academy Network, Sunday through Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, Eagles won the Super Bowl. It was a glorious sight to see. The Chiefs get beat up so bad. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what we were looking for, right? That's what we were looking for. What we wanted. It's what we got. So, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Bitcoin could be looking for some upside price action this week. Maybe it'll trick us in the first half. Maybe they'll have us in the first half and then switch it up on us in the second. We'll see. But I don't know. I kind of like what I'm seeing in the charts right now. Looking like we might at least get a little bit of relief, but we'll get into that. It is Macro Monday. Even though it is Sunday, we still do Macro Monday right here because that means, well, here at the Madhouse, it is already a new day. It is already Monday, UTC time. It is already a new trading day. Therefore, we treat it as such. It is Monday in the trading world. So, there you go. There you go. So, pretty much kind of a lackluster game, to be quite honest. I mean, it was nice to see the Chiefs get beat up. But, I mean, I don't know. Would have been nicer to have a little bit of a closer game, you know, a little more competitive, but I can't complain. So, fly Eagles fly. Now the Titans are up. They're on the clock. First pick in the draft. So, now I'm just waiting for April and to see what comes. See what we do. Probably do something stupid like pick up Shador Sanders or something. Oh boy, we're going to have some fun now. Oh yeah? Why is that? Bring up the beautiful chat. What is going on, my beautiful people? How are you doing this evening? R.S. Miller, good evening, sir. The birds will sing as it is almost spring. Crypto King is that thing which will ring and ding. Very nice, R.S. Miller. Nice rhymes. I like it. J Vi, what's going on? J Violet, hey. JR, what up, JR? Al Jr., what's going on? LBC, good MFing evening. Good evening to you, Al Jr. Good evening. And Ada Ace in the house. All right, I'm waiting for them to give them dang colors back. What do you mean? What do you mean give them colors back? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways. R.S. Miller, also, I hope you're feeling better. Oh, let's see. I'm starting a little better finally. Starting to feel a little better finally. That's good, R.S. Miller. It's good to hear, man. Hope you start feeling better much sooner than later. And it's good to see and good to hear that you're starting to feel better. All right, guys. If you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button And then I'm waiting for them to give the oh, okay, that's right, that's right. We're never gonna give up the Oilers colors. We're never gonna give those back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ada Ace. Sorry. Um, those are our colors because the franchise moved, and it's time for you to move on and be a Texans fan like you should be. But yeah, a screen name was just JR84LBC LMAO. I don't understand. But anyway, guys, Bitcoin. We're gonna be looking at the Houston blue. It's not though. It's just a blue, my guy. Bitcoin trying to get a little bit of a pop up here to start the day. We'll see how far that can go. Let's just go ahead and get into the charts. Why not? Let's just go ahead and get into the charts. Whoa. We got to get rid of this. We're not ready for this yet. We're not ready for the throne. Get rid of the throne. Maybe we'll call it by the end of it. We'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. Bitcoin sitting at $96,875 currently, per the Blowfin perpetual chart. We're looking here at the daily. We can see that we are getting a little bit of a bounce off of VWAP right now. Let's go ahead and turn off the VWAP. And we can see that we got a little bit of a shooting star candlestick here after coming down. Have we taken out 50% of this daily wick? No, we did not take out 50% of the daily wick. This level right here that I have an alert on, this is one that I've been watching on the lower time frame. So if we come down here to the hourly, watching this low here, I was thinking that we might, come down and sweep this low, but right now it's not giving it to us. And so far we've come down and we've swept these lows, but we haven't swept this one. So we might come back for that one later. But if we can start getting some candle closes above these highs over here and start putting in some higher highs on the shorter time frames, then we may not have to worry about this low for now. But we've known for a little while that we're going to be watching we're going to be expecting some choppiness out of Bitcoin. Maybe we can see some an early week push to the upside, like we got last week. This was Sunday, pushing after the big liquidation. Then we got the push up, and then we just consolidated and went sideways and down for the remainder of the week, building up probably a bunch of short positions sitting on top here, sitting at these highs in particular. So this high here, I can expect there to be some liquidity above there because people will put their short stop losses at the highs, just above the highs. Another one right here. And then, come on, there we go, line up. And then another one right here. So, line up, there we go. All right, so we're looking at about 100, 152, 101, or 100, 950, and 102, 500. Looking for these levels to potentially get cleared this week. If we can get an hourly close above this high over here at $97,322, then I would expect us to start to reach out for these highs in here. We do have a bullish divergence here on the 1 hour that popped up off of this low right here. Then we push down one more time. Typically how this goes, it'll call the bullish divergences early. So you get the bullish divergence, then you get the reversal signal, and you get the power bar starting to die off a little bit as the bullish power bar starting to pick up just a hair, but it's kind of faded, so not real strong at the moment. But we are sitting above the zero line on our trend on our trend ribbon, and our money flow and our true 7 are all pushing to the upside right now. So let's maybe we could catch along off of this. Let's go down to the 15. Yeah, I don't know. Asia likes to pull some funky stuff, so we got to be aware of that. But we do have some equal highs over here. Equal highs love to be taken out. We have the Friday 9:30 opening price level right up here, so I would definitely be watching that $99,667 as a potential target to the upside, if not higher, because we can see our higher time frame highs. That's what these lines are that we just built out. So could be running up to take out these highs, but we shall. When was this low put in? Was this low put in before the end of the week? Oh, it was Sunday night. So sometimes we do like to go and sweep, take out a previous week low. Maybe sometimes it ends up being just the Monday low. Monday low was right here at about 92,707, but I'm still just watching this low right here. We do have an order block right in here, so we know the price came down and pushed strongly up, came back down, still held, and started to push to the upside. So we expect for this to be some type of demand zone, because this is where we reversed from, and this was where we got the third bounce off of right here. So if you count we are counting the first push up, then the second push up, then the third push up. These are obviously buyers stepping in, pushing the price up. So we know that there's going to be demand sitting right here at these lows. So that is exactly why I would draw this box here and just say, this is the long box. We get into this box, this is where we go long. There we go. And of course, it's still just being bugger. Just get on the bot. Just get it. Don't. You're being too much. Stop. Right there. Okay. Finally. All right. So yeah, I'll be looking. That's why I've got the alert set there. Would not be surprised at all to see us come down into the box and get a bounce off of it, especially Monday. Monday's usually a tricky day. It's the first day of the week. I usually don't take a trade on Monday. Usually let Monday play out and then play off of Monday's price action. So last week, if we would have gone off of Monday's price action, that would have been ending over here. So this was starting from right midnight. Well, no, we'll do Sunday at 7 p.m. No, 8 p.m. Standard Time to here. And this was where we held our price almost the whole week. Let's see. So the open, Asia Open last Sunday was right here. Okay. Then we're going to draw a 50%. We're going to do 50%, and then we're going to mark off 50% level of the Asia kill zone right there. Going to mark that off. And there we go. Get rid of this. Let's just see, where did price end up for the remainder of the week? So we can see we came down to the top of the Asia kill zone, and that was a support level. Got a bounce. Probably did a little bit over a 50% retracement in here, getting into a short time frame premium range. So if I just go from the high to the low, whoops, wonder you weren't acting right. Go from the high, this low. We can see we come right up to that 50% retracement, and that is where we push the downside. Moving on over, where did we get a bounce? Did we come down to the bottom? Okay, so we almost tapped that Asia kill zone low. Actually, midpoint. Almost tapped that Asia kill zone midpoint. Kind of surprised that we didn't, but it did not. Hola, French toaster. What's going on, my friend? How are you doing? All set in the house. What's going on? Retro Mike Tech is RMT in here. What's going on, RMT? Hope you are doing well. Oh, never mind about the screen. It's back to normal. Yeah, not sure what's going on. Hope you all are doing well. Let's get ready for the week. So I don't want to get overly bullish I don't want to get overly bullish too soon, but us coming down into this order block right here on this heavy wick candle right here. Bang, bang. There we go. We can see that we came down into it, got a bounce up, came back down, and then bounced off the top of it. So clearly there's, you can see this is where price really lifted off here. So clearly there's going to be some demand here, right? So that's why we want to watch this. Also, I mean, you can take in this whole 3 candle move down and use that as a support area. As we can see, price did, once it did hit it, it came up and took out these highs over here. So that's something to keep in mind for, some of your future trading. If you see something like that, price quickly move to the downside to order block or area of interest and get a big bounce. Potentially that could be a decent long. So you would just come in here, you see it close above the order block after tapping it, then you just put your target at the closest high and give yourself a little bit of breathing room. Your stop loss, a little bit of breathing room on your stop loss. All right, gotta turn off the magnet. There we go. And see what you can get out of it. And I mean, right there, that alone was a 3.28% move. Now, what time of day is that? Let's turn on. Oh, well, full zones are on. So, round. Or zoom in. So we came down, tapped at about 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, and then pre-market, no, a little bit after the market opened. It was on market open when we went and put in the high. So that would have been a nice little overnight scalp trade. And yeah, there you go. Now, once you come back down to the range, it's not something that I think I would personally try to catch a bounce on for a second time, especially when price has been so weak. But I mean, if you were here and you saw it come up in here, I don't know, probably wouldn't have been the worst thing to do. But once you start to struggle, once we can see that price is struggling, it's not really moving up like we want it to, maybe that's time when we start to think about exiting our longs, because we also put in these equal lows over here. So we just have to think, okay, so price is struggling. There are some equal lows over here. They might want to come back down to sweep those equal lows. And there is an order block over here on this shorter term time frame as well, and an inefficiency, meaning a fair value gap where price has not come back down to make sure that this gap is filled. So right now we're trying to put in, so we put in a higher high than this low high right here. Trying to put in a higher low. Technically, the higher low, it does not get counted until after we break this high right here at $97,063. So we want to see us come up and take that out. We really want to start seeing a bunch of these top side highs get taken out. Let's go. OMG, my Chiefs. Oh, I'm sorry, Trent. I'm sorry, Trent. That was sorry. Sorry that all of America wanted that to happen to your Chiefs. But yeah, that wasn't a good game. Especially, man, Mahomes didn't look good, but a lot of that also had to do with I think the Eagles' defense was pretty stout tonight, looking pretty good. I mean, I figured this was. I mean, I thought the Eagles would win. Going into the game, I was like, it's either going to be a close Chiefs win or it's going to be an Eagles blowout. Because I just felt like the Eagles are that strong. I mean, everybody's, wants to be afraid of Mahomes and all of that, and that's just not how we do things around here. We're not afraid of Mahomie, all right? We're not afraid of Mahomie. We know he's beatable. He's not the GOAT, but he's really good. Sacks on sacks. Yeah, man. Chiefs scored too many points to my liking. They scored 22 too many. 22 too many. Take a look at the economic calendar. So, nothing scheduled for tomorrow, which means Wells could come out to play. We also know that the big money ballers of Wall Street probably will have a day off tomorrow. Probably won't be doing too much trading. Probably a little bit hungover from the game. But that means likely people just chilling tomorrow and not much action will occur unless it's whales that come in to manipulate price. Then on Tuesday, we have Fed Chair Powell testimony in front of Congress, I assume. Federal Open Market Committee divided between the Board of Governors. The board decides on, we know what that is. All right, and then Wednesday, we have core inflation rate. So we do have inflation data coming in on Wednesday, inflation rate, month over month, to your core inflation, which is a little more important. Thursday, we have GDP growth, and Friday, we have retail sales. So not too much other than inflation data coming in on Wednesday. Pretty slow week. What's the next after that looking like? We got unemployment rate. That's England. Building permits. Not much at all the week after next week. What about the following week? Wow, no scheduled, nothing. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wow, there's not a lot going on for the next couple of weeks, which means could get some positive price action. Maybe. I'll see. But yeah, inflation Wednesday is going to be the big one this week. I don't think Powell's test will be all that big unless something they talk about Bitcoin or something. I don't know. Besides the fact that the Chiefs played like ish, the refs were on the other team. The whole game was effing rigged. You mean like all Chiefs games? The NFL had to make up for the Buffalo game, okay? They had to make up for the Buffalo game because that was an obvious first down for the Bills, and they just kind of, oh, well, what? First down? What? No, I didn't see the ball cross the line, even though millions of other people did. But I didn't see it. I didn't see the ball cross the line. Chiefs ball. Anyway. Okay, let's see. All right. Yep, Macro Monday. Let's go to the trading home. All right. I want the Bitcoin. All right. So, zooming on out. We did not get the break. Well, we did get the break, but we did not hold. Now we got a new high in here. We want to get above. Go. So we would like to get above this. There we go. Still watching this low. I'm so cautious that we could come down and take this low. Okay. Even if we do get a bounce, cautious here. Okay. Especially since the slope on the support side here. Slope coming to the downside. And we haven't broken significant market structure. But once we do break out of here, if we ever break out of here, we'll be looking at this 103, 103K level to be in play. And then we could also see if, depending on when this breaks. So if we do kind of come up here, roll over, finally get that sweep of that low, and then come up and get a nice little break, and then maybe we can come up and take out this high time frame point of control at 104,942. So we shall see. But even then, zooming out even further, we can pull up the Wyckoff schematic. Wyckoff. It wants to turn on. Hello, Mr. Wyckoff. Are we gonna work today? On, there we go. Wait. All right. So yeah, question is, like I've been saying, is have we put in this second high over here yet? Or is that going to be whenever we break out of this level here, we come up and we wrap up this ABC, and then we continue to go sideways for Bitcoin. But either way, we're watching the upside levels here for potential resistance, definitely areas for resistance. So be watching those. Be watching them. Significant distance. Melissa in the chat, what's going on? One Love, how you doing? Not sure why I just noticed it. People just want authentic. Yeah. Yep. What people want is authenticity. No matter what. No matter what it is. Just want something real. Because everything seems fake. Everything seems fake. Soon enough, we'll just be watching AI NFL so that they don't have to pay these players. Who knows? So yeah, just looking for a break here for the old Bitcoin. The weekly, what did the weekly look like? So we did get our weekly close. Nice indecision candle on the weekly, which could be a bullish reversal candle potentially. Or it could be bearish continuation as well. It's kind of a 50-50 candle, so and it did close red. Gotta be cognizant of that. Doesn't really scream bullish to me. Although our oscillator might be pulled off enough to where we might can start to see a little bit of turning around in here and finally going for that third leg to the upside. Hopefully we get it one, maybe we'll get it one day. We'll see. Check out the Dixie. Dixie had a bigger wick on the top side here. We know that it came down off of 886 of this from the high to this low. 886 got a nice rejection off of that, came down to downwards trend and has been holding that trend support so far. So if I can continue, great. If you want the Dixie to do great. But for our risk on assets, we need the Dixie to start to fall. But that means that would require the euro to start to push higher, which it still can. But clearly we need to get back above this $1, 104 level, 104 and a half. Needs to get back above that, and at least, or for sure, needs to get above the 1.05 level on the euro and start moving to the upside. The euro makes up about 50 or over 50% of the Dixie. It makes up most of Dixie, as the Dixie is just a basket of assets versus dollar. Goes to your euro, your Aussie dollar, your British pound, your Canadian dollar, and your Japanese yen. So Aussie dollar. So we want to see all of these going up against the dollar, because that would show that the dollar is weakening. Australian dollar does not look like it is doing very well against the dollar. So, but could be getting some consolidation in here. We do have a big, massive bullish divergence here on the daily chart, so maybe it'll give us a push higher. We'll see. British pound, same story. I mean, kind of looks like we could be seeing a bump and run type of deal. Go ahead and call that down. Basically, bump and run. Yep, not much of a bump. Didn't really bump. Bump, 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 bump. Push down. Break. Back test. Now we wait to see if it can start pushing back to the upside. British pound against dollar. We want to see that go to the downside. This one we want to see move to the upside, because, well, no, we want to see this one move to the downside. I say we want to see this one move to the upside, because that would make the dollar go down. But the Canadian dollar, this is USD versus the Canadian dollar, so we actually want to see the downside. We have a downside target of about 1.39, and it is showing signs of weakness, although it is still holding this low here. Fortunately, though, for the dollar, we had a consolidation range, a big push up into a high time frame area of interest, a massive rejection, and a push back below this consolidation, but not low enough. Did not take out this low. It is still alive for now, but probably not longer. This is the daily chart, so if I go to the 4-hour, we can see that we did take out an internal range low. Took that out. So we we pushed down, created this fair value gap, came back and tapped into the fair value gap and pushed lower. Also created some equal lows in here. So this is looking promising for the Canadian dollar. Could start pushing, start making some gains against the dollar. So then this one right here, this would be the Japanese yen. Let's back out. All right. And so, yeah, right there. We want to see this thing keep on falling, because this is dollar versus the Japanese yen, not the Japanese yen versus the dollar. So since it's yen versus dollar, we want to see the yen, or this since it's dollar versus the yen, we want to see the dollar come down against the yen, which kind of looks like where it's heading, but we have put in a higher high. These highs over here. Higher high, higher low, higher high, potentially a higher low. This could continue higher, which we do not want. And if it does continue higher, then that makes that March rate hike for the yen even more likely. Another rate hike even more likely. Which, if we were to see another rate hike, then that might bring that Japanese carry trade, that Japan carry trade back. We'll see. Mandy is fine. She is a real person. What? I missed Mandy. I know Josh, the guy who made it. Wait, what are y'all talking about? Mandy Coin, a real AI nurse. WC, we can't hear you. You are fading away. My bad. My bad. Alright, that should be better. I just don't want to be too loud. Alright? Alright, so the Dixie is, for the most part, looking pretty weak against all these other currencies, so that is good. That is good. That is good for our risk on assets. Our Bitcoin dominance still looking like it may have peaked, but wouldn't count Bitcoin out just yet. Okay, if Bitcoin goes sideways and altcoins just continue to bleed, Bitcoin's just going to continue to gain in dominance. That's just how this thing works. That's just how this all works, all right? So this is our Bitcoin market cap. So I like to look at the Bitcoin market cap because it did predict, if by Fibonacci, it did predict the last cycle high. Because the last cycle did a full 4.236 extension on the Bitcoin market cap on the second peak. Gotta change this to my standard fibs. There we go. See, full 4.236 extension on the Bitcoin market cap on the fibs. And then it came back down, bounced perfectly off of the 886. Absolutely beautiful. And now it is pushed even higher. So now we want to see just how much higher we can go. Bang, bang. If I go from this low, that's pretty crazy. Look at that. Right up to that 1.618. And getting a stall out there. Yay. All right, so let's take a trend-based fib. Lay this down from low to high to low. Not really getting us anywhere in here. Let's go from here, from the low to the high, to this low, right up to that 0.618. Perfect. $2.11 trillion, getting a pullback to 1.45 trillion. Would not be surprised to see that, as that would be a retest of the breakout of these highs. So coming back down here, this would probably put us around that CME gap at about 77K, something like that. And then we can maybe hopefully see it start to push even higher. We get up to that 7 trillion. I mean, you can just guess. I mean, 2 trillion is about 100K, right? So if we get up to 7 trillion, we would just half that, 350. 350K. I don't know that we'll get up there, but maybe we can get up to that 786, 3.6 trillion, about half of that. So we're looking probably at 150,000 is what I meant. This was 350,000, 150,000, 180,000, somewhere in that ballpark. We'll see. We'll see if we can get there. But let's see what else? What else? Volume is extremely low. Well, turn up your headphones because it is peaking on my end, like maxing out. So I don't know what to say. It's peaking. I was up to 44 on my side to hear you. That's it? Check your volume. It's literally peaking in the red. If I go any higher, it'll blow your ears out. Y'all are just old. Take the earplugs out. I appreciate you guys. That was before you raised LOL. You are behind in the chat. No, I'm not. You are. I already read it. All right. USDT dominance. We want to see this thing falling. Okay. Right now, last week, the last few weeks, we saw price or our USDT dominance move to the upside, but did get a little bit of a rejection last week. I believe this was probably off of that liquidation event. Yep. So we saw a big push down, people getting out of their USDT and putting it into assets. Then we also see a little bit of a demand. I did see Tether mint 1 billion worth of Tether the other day. So apparently they're getting ready for some kind of move, or they're helping somebody buy some stuff. Go to our total. Maybe they mean crypto volume. Yeah, the crypto volume is low. That is for sure. That's funny. Shout out to you, Sal M. That's actually pretty funny. Because I mean it's the weekend. Volume's a little low. That's how it goes. $2.96 trillion for the total crypto market cap. Maybe we can get down there. Struggling to get back above the 0.382 retracement of this low to this high. So, and we do still have the golden pocket sitting below us. So, don't count out another dip. I wish it just wouldn't, but it could just give us another dip. Same with our altcoin market, especially with our altcoin market, which is just continues to bleed against Bitcoin. And alts have been having a fun time lately. None of them. All right, so our S&P 500 trying to continue to get the bounce out of here, but we are currently, let's get rid of this. Let's zoom in a little bit. So of this move from here, from this low to this high. Okay. Didn't quite get down to that golden pocket. Did off of this big candle though. I'll accept it. Gets down straight down to that 786 if we go from this low to this high. Technically that is the range because from low to high is the range. So from low to this high, why not this high? Because this high did not break this high over here. Okay, so we got the high put in and then the pull back down to the 786. Perfect. Got a perfect bounce off of that. And the S&P is currently sitting just below that 0.382. trying to, ooh, this actually doesn't look good. So we come up, we put in this low right here, push, and then we come down and we take out that low, and then the very next candle consolidate, okay? Then the next candle opens up down here, then pushes up into this 4-hour fair value gap. Most of the time, you see a move like that where you come in, you put in a low, you come in and you take out that low. And in that process of taking out that low, you create a fair value gap. So the fair value gap will be from the low that of this wick on this candle to the high on the wick of this smaller candle, and you take and that is the fair value gap sitting within those two. We come back into the fair value gap. That tends to be a reversal. So we'll have to see. We did, however, take out a point of interest with the point of control and this internal swing low. So, but I just feel like this will come back down, just like I think Bitcoin. This is basically like that low on Bitcoin that I'm waiting to get taken out. Come out, take out that low, hit that higher time frame demand, and then go. That's what I think we might see. So maybe a little more downside for this week, and then we can start to think about more upside. Same thing sitting here on the Russell 2000, which is your small cap stocks. 2,000 of your small cap stocks. These when these are moving to the upside, that means that the market is feeling a little bit riskier, a little more risk on, which means our risk on assets like Bitcoin and crypto will tend to see more money flow into the riskier assets because that is what the Russell would be showing. But right now it is showing some weakness, and again, taking out some critical lows over here to the left with more lows below us that we can come down to. So just seems like we might start reaching for these lows this week, potentially. If not, maybe we'll get some short-term price action to the upside where it tries to grind up and then it rolls over, just to bring in all of the money. They say, hey, we're putting in higher lows and higher highs. You should jump in and start buying, and then whoop, pull the rug out from under you because we're the market maker and that's what we do. And this is just an ABC correction. All right. Could be the case, especially if it comes up and taps this low right here. So price comes down, comes back into the territory of that wave one, which means that this could be just a three-wave structure to the upside with a three-wave structure to the, three-wave structure to the downside with a three-wave structure to the upside. That creates your 1, 2, and then you have your third three-wave structure to the downside, and that wraps up the correction. So we'll see. That'll come down, take out the low, and then we can start hopefully turning back to the upside after this week. That's what I'll be looking for. Turn back to the upside after this week. Towards the end of the week, maybe even midweek reversal because of the inflation data. We'll see. We shall see. But remember, I think Monday is going to be a setup, potentially. Then we have the inflation data is not coming in until Wednesday. So Monday and Tuesday will likely be set up for our Wednesday price action. So, or our Wednesday data drops. So we shall see. We shall see. Anything else? Ooh. ES, looked at that. NASDAQ, look at that. Dow Jones, everything. This is all looking about the same. Dow Jones has already come down and taken out that internal high, it looks like. But we do somewhat have some relatively equal lows over here. So it might want to come down and sweep those. But we'll see. It can hold up. But we do have this order block that we came down and tapped into. So I don't know. We'll see. But if everything else moves to the downside, then I figure the Dow Jones will follow suit with the rest of the market. Take a look at our treasury yields. Let's see. We've got sitting at a 4.28. So after these moving to the upside, we want to see this move a little bit closer to where the 10-year is. Why did I do that? A little bit closer to where the 10-year is. Let's see. US 10. Same percent scale. Oh, I guess not. Maybe not the same percent scale. Okay, fine. My goodness, what keeps market oracle? Which indicator keeps giving me the Brits? My goodness, is it the VWAP? PR main? What's this look like? Okay. Kill zones. Nope. J1 Wyckoff schematics. I don't want to get rid of it though. Oh, all right, let's bring it back. Bring all of these back because apparently it's none of these. Get rid of you. VWAP. 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 Close. Refresh. You need to update one or more of the indicators. Which one needs to be updated? VWAP? I thought I already did that. It's annoying. Volume weighted average price. I thought it already updated automatically. Why isn't it? Oh, because it's the young. Wait a minute. Go back to where we were. And let's go to something that actually has volume on it. Maybe it'll work now. Refresh. You need to update one or more of your indicators. Check the indicator list for details. Okay, I guess I'll have to do that later. How do I know if something needs to be updated? Guess we'll find out later. Forex market sentiment is not strong risk on or off. They are saying neutral, maybe slightly on. Yeah, Forex is Forex though. I mean that's the money, but not a lot of fiat's looking very strong, if you know what I mean. What's going on, Chris Klein? Better late than never, brother. Thank you for being here. Let's take a look at Tesla. What's Tesla looking like? Tesla's getting a nice little pullback. Let's turn some of this stuff off. There we go. Tesla. All right. Zooming on out. Got a nice bullish break, but kind of looking like Bitcoin where it could come back down and test the resistance line from which it broke out from, potentially, or just bull flag and then continue higher. I don't know. Seems a little risky. Nvidia, after the big dump rather, right here, this was the deep seek, big push down, getting a little bit of a retrace. This is what we want to watch. We want to watch this. Did this put in equal highs? Pretty much. So at some point, I would probably think that it might make a run for those for that all-time high again, sooner rather than later, probably. Especially if Bitcoin's gonna put in its all-time high here shortly, a new one in a week or two, or in a month or so. That's what I think. We'll see. I need to change my schedule. They all know I do this. Yeah, they do. Just got done flipping burgers and mining fiat. Hey, hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do to mine that fiat to turn it into Bitcoin and other cryptos, depending on what you're into. But it is at the bottom of the hour. Feel like I barely got into things, but I think we just, hold off the start of the week, kind of wait and see how everything's looking. Let's see. Like I said, the weekly didn't look too terrible. It's kind of like an indecision week, but we can see we have a lot more longer wicks on the upside of these daily candles, showing a lot of selling pressure in here. So but we did have this big wick up here too, showing some buying pressure. So, and then we just kind of held price here last week. So we want to see if we can start taking out some highs here. One thing I did not look at that I will take a look at real quick. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Check out Blowfin, link in the description down below. NordVPN, a link for 74% off for like 15 months, and then get 45% off your first month of Chart Prime. Link in the description down below. Oh, I was supposed to start putting a link to something. I'll have to go back and look. I'm supposed to start putting a link, start pinning the Discord. Join the Discord also. Discord, link in the description down below. Join the Discord. Got some great stuff in there, guys. A whole DCA strategy, dynamic DCA strategy for basic members. We got a Bitcoin DCA strategy, and then for WAP members, we have, or upperclassmen, we have dynamic DCA strategies for altcoins, for certain, specific altcoins as well. Not really sure which ones, but we're limited on the ones that we can do. So, but hey, I know Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and some Doge, maybe Cardano, maybe Link is in there too. Not sure what else is in there, but just join the Discord and find out. Again, link is in the description. I'm supposed to have it pinned to the chat, but I just remembered, and I really need some. You know what I really need, guys? I really need some post-it notes. Post-it notes? Is that what they're called? Sticky notes. I really need some sticky notes to just reminder, do this, do that. All right, so looking at our liquidation heat map, we can see a little bit of heat sitting above us. If it'll, as soon as I swap screens, it wants to act all crazy on me. Hello. Well, we can see the little bit of green right here, right? A lot more green up here on the top side than the bottom side, but we do have a little bit of green on the bottom side there. I need like a I need anytime I need like a heat map scene, so specifically for the heat map. That way I automatically move to the other side. That's an app sticky notes, not an app. I need actual sticky notes, okay? Actual sticky notes. I need to kill some trees in order to be able to do my job, okay? 1 week. Let's go to the weekly. So we do see, I mean, we really have, liquidity on the top side and the bottom side of us. And man, I would just expect more up and down, to be honest. Is what I think, is expect more. Hopefully we can come down and clear this out, start the week, and here's that low that I keep talking about. So hopefully we can come down and go ahead and clear out this liquidity. I would probably throw in a long if we were to do that at some point tomorrow, or possibly even Tuesday, because oftentimes the high and the low on Monday will act as resistance and support respectively for the rest of the week, or as like areas where price will want to get to and reverse from. Typically it'll be like, price will, you'll put in your high and your low on Monday, and then come on Tuesday, if you come up and you sweep the Monday high and you like reject it, pretty, a nice strong like wick, that could be oftentimes is a really good indication that it was just going to sweep that Monday high and then move back to the bottom side of that range and take the Monday low before ultimately reversing again and going back to the upside. It's a lot. It's a lot. But anyways, let's bring it up. Guys, we want to see some beautiful upside this week, but I think maybe we'll see a turnaround, reversal start to come in this week, but yeah, I don't know. Might just still be more chop city. So just be careful this week. Make sure you're using proper risk management, using a stop loss if you're trading. And but yeah, man, I think that we could probably go from here up to this range up here. If we don't come down to sweep this low first, I would expect us to come up and probably more likely than not reject from up here and then come back down and maybe not take out this low, but take out this internal low here on the lower time frames. That's this line right here. So either way, I'll be watching. So I'll be shorting. I'll be putting in a short in this box up here. Maybe even hopefully we can get up to that POC at about 105. Short from there, I would be looking to short back down to that internal range low and taking advantage of a nice little $10,000 swing there. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. If everything lines up, then that's what we'll be doing. If we can just go ahead and roll over and hold price here and start to put in higher lows and higher highs on the short-term time frames after taking that low, then I would go long and and ride it to this box. And then from there, we'll de-risk, take some profits, and see what to do. So that's my plans. It's if we do this, then I'm looking for this and doing that. If we do this, then I'm going to do that. So that's it, guys. So before we get into it, we do want to before we get out of here, rather, we do want to talk to the moon gods and chant to the moon gods. So let's go ahead and get that done. Oh, moon gods, please give us gains, gains for life, and the teachings we live. Thank you for all that you do. We love you. The end. Thank you guys for joining me. It has been a very fun start to the week. Hopefully you got something out of this. If you did, hit that like button. If you are new, hit that subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified whenever we create new content and when we go live. And don't forget to click all the little links in the description down below. Join our Discord. Lots of great info in there, good people in there. People, if you're learning or wanting to learn how to trade, plenty of people in there, myself included, and that are ready and willing to help to the best of our abilities to help you be successful in these markets. But for that, don't forget to come by tomorrow morning. We will have 5 shows tomorrow, and we will start off with the Good Morning Crypto Show with BC Port Corp at 7 a.m. Hopefully, if he's, hopefully if he's feeling all right. I don't know if he went to any Super Bowl parties tonight, but we'll see. We'll see if he's there tomorrow morning. And then we'll have Army Piper and the OC guy for the morning market report at the market open at 9:30. We'll have Trade Intuition, T.I. Joe for the Trade Academy at 4 p.m. The Crypto Nightcap with TradeFly, and maybe FD White will be back. We'll see. Hopefully he will. But we'll have the Crypto Nightcap at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we'll be right back here at 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode of Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts and the D-Gen madhouse just goes crazy. But anyways, thank you all for being here. Hopefully we can get some big moves tomorrow and we can start getting all excited again. But we don't want to get too excited. So just be careful tomorrow. And yeah, I will see you then, guys. Until then, I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I'll see you later. Mad love. Peace out.
Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, finance, you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, like shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows. Analyzing trends while the world lays low. Markets after dark, we're only brilliant shows. Hit that subscribe and join the ride. In the world of finance, where fortunes collide. Lunar's path will be your guide. Through the market storm or the market tide. Charts with Lunar's bright light. crypto markets soaring through the night. From Bitcoin markets soaring fast. Markets after dark touch the ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trend, see the future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp our knowledge we show. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the